The Battleacres University of Design, Religion, and Institution, and the adjacent Lady Luck Academy of Risk and Destiny, founded 25 years ago by Professor Quentin Van Helsing, is the only accredited university in the United States with a dedicated department of supernatural phenomenology. The twin schools are open to exploring questions that nearly all other academic institutions dismiss as pseudoscience and superstition. The university and academy have risked losing their accreditation multiple times over the past 3 decades due to their embracing of the supernatural, but the consistent quality of their output in more traditional fields of study have forced the academic community to regard the school with begrudging respect. However, in the entire lifetime of the school, no member of the Department of Supernatural Phenomenology has published a single finding that has been acknowledged or respected in the broader scientific community. This stands to change soon, as Dean Typhon Warden prepares to publish his findings on the mysterious supernatural force known as Eidolon. His work will be revolutionary and stands to not only raise the reputation of the school, but fundamentally transform the world for the better. He is universally regarded as a great man, building the road to a brighter future through a field of study that has been hitherto resoundingly rejected. He is going to do great things for the world, presuming the final phases of his studies go according to plan. Lisa.
Yeah?
What injustice in the world concerns you the most?
That's kind of a heavy question. I don't know if I've thought about anything like that too much.
Well, not looking for, listen, I'm the narrator. I'm not your, sociology professor or whatever. I'm just, want to hear just your thoughts.
Well, I can't stand animal cruelty, obviously. That's definitely a big one. When people, abuse a position of power or get into a position of power despite not really earning it. Not a huge fan of that, but I guess on, a personal level, it's just when people are put into boxes that they don't fit inside, you know what I mean?
I'm not totally sure that I do. Can you give me more on that?
When somebody is pushed into pursuing something that they're not interested in, or when people make assumptions about them based on appearances, and that, that can be heavy stuff, based on their race or their sex or whatever, but also it can be a lot pettier stuff too. People judge each other based on the way they look in general, what they wear, what job they have, how much money they make, all this stuff that doesn't tell you who they are, And I think it can be real easy to end up stuffed into a box that you never wanted to begin with.
Do you feel like you're stuffed into a box?
These days, not as much as when I was younger. I have a lot more freedom now. My parents, especially when I was a young kid, they were always super overprotective, and I think they were worried about me getting bullied because I was too much of a tomboy or something. I wanted to be on the baseball team when I was real young. Frankly, I wanted to be on the football team. That was not happening at all. They were super overprotective. I actually lived just a few blocks down from the arcade fire. They wouldn't let me go there unaccompanied because they said it was shady or something, which I don't know what that was about. That's actually why I ended up taking martial arts, because it was something I could do that let me sort of vent that extra energy and, take some pride in mastering a skill like an athletic skill, but they were willing to support that because I managed to spin it as like, well, you know, this is actually going to make me safer because it means I'll be practicing self-defense techniques and, you know, I'll be honing my discipline or whatever. And they bought it, and it turned out to be something I really enjoy.
Chili, if I remember right, you were left behind in a beanbag chair, and were running to catch up with everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you are currently running towards the administrative building of the college. I think you can see pulled up out front are some police vehicles and an ambulance.
Okay.
There's also some leaves on the ground, which is odd, both because there's not any trees in the immediate area, and also it's not like fall, but these seem like fresh leaves.
I would like to sniff the leaves, Luke.
They smell like leaves.
I would like to sniff the leaves while dredging the undertow to see if I can sense anything more odd about the leaves.
Yeah, give me that dredge roll.
7.
You get the feeling that these leaves are from an Eidolon, but you can't quite place anything beyond that.
Okay, I roll on them to get my scent on them.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna have one of them like stick to her head, sort of static stick or whatever, and then I'm going to I guess scope out the rest of the area.
Okay, yeah, like I said, it's I think you're in like a small sort of courtyard. There's a narrow street between you and the administrative building, and like I said, there are, let's say, like 2 police like SUVs pulled up along with an ambulance.
Okay, I think I know what an ambulance is well enough to be a little nervous or a little worried about that. Do I know approximately where they probably are within the building?
I think approximately, yeah. You came in and out through that secret passage, and I don't know how much Chili has been in this building other than last night. But just based on general animal intuition, you could probably make an educated guess.
Yeah, Chili does not get called into the dean's office very often.
Right,
Very good student.
Yeah. I want to see if there's a back way I can slip in that maybe people aren't paying attention to.
Okay, yeah. I think if you head around back, there is I think there's probably just like an automatic door back there. You know, this is a public building that people are like allowed into, so I don't think it's under lock and key, at least not the ground floor.
Chili leaps up and hits the wheelchair accessible button.
I think yes.
Yeah, all right. I think you open the door, and Chili, the reception area down here, there's a lot of commotion. There's sort of people out of offices talking in kind of worried tones. There is a cop posted at the front door with his arms crossed. You don't see any sign of wherever, like, who was in that ambulance, though.
If there's a lot of commotion going on, I'm hoping maybe I'll sort of be like passively less noticeable, but I'd like to sort of Adam Jensen my way over to where I assume they had been and just try to get a scent trail.
Okay, yeah, give me a beat the odds plus Ellie.
I'm gonna go ahead and push myself on that.
Okay.
Not much better. 7.
7, okay. Yeah, I think you managed to catch their scent. I think because you rolled a 7, you did not manage to Adam Jensen your way over there. You managed to JC Denton your way over there.
Damn!
You gotta get more sick Augs to Adam Jensen your way over.
Yeah, there was just more of like a chrome and blue vibe to your sneaking as opposed to a black and gold one.
Those aren't my colors at all.
Shameful.
But you can get a whiff of your friend's scent over by the elevator.
Okay, elevator's not my strong point, but maybe stairs would be.
Yeah, only problem is, well, I already said you could make an educated guess about what floor the dean's office was on.
Yeah, can I try and get into the stairwell and just try to make my way up to where they might be?
Yeah, I think you start making your way up the stairs. I think that's all covered in this roll. Yeah, the stairway door is open at some point, and you manage to just slip into it and start ascending the stairs. This is not a giant building, but it's still probably 4 or 5 floors up. Meanwhile, Virginia, you just stepped out of the assistant dean's office. You have essentially become a time bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'll start burning before you full-on explode or anything, but that's also not good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Christina is on the floor with an Eidolon bursting out of her chest. Lisa is at her side. The cop is nowhere to be seen. He ran off to get a paramedic.
What is the Eidolon doing right now?
I think it is, its arm has punched its way out of you, and it is just slowly pulling its way out of your chest cavity. I think, Christina, it is... Your, head feels cloudy. It's hard to think straight, and you can also feel, your left arm is going numb, but you feel just, kind of radiating waves of pain over your body.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Lisa, do we put it back in, or do we try and pull it out?
Pull it out? Isn't that like her soul?
I don't know how you'd put it back in, though.
We also... Oh, geez, we need to deal with the assistant dean too, right? Because I don't want you to explode. Oh, boy, this fucking sucks.
It's fine. Maybe my soul is just, molting?
Sure.
I think the door swings open, and 2 paramedics with a bed and some defibrillators run in, and are just kind of forcing you two aside to get to Christina.
I'm not unconscious. I don't think I need those things.
Oh, right. That's what you use those for, huh? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, her heart hasn't stopped.
What do you think people use those for, Luke?
Hey, kids. I'm not a doctor.
Hey, kids, please don't let Luke do doctor things on you.
Although, actually, you said you don't think your heart has stopped. I do think a paramedic kneels down and puts their head to your chest and does yell out, her heart's not beating. And then grabs the defibrillators, motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Okay.
But how am I conscious?
I mean, you're not that conscious.
How am I still somewhat conscious?
They grab the defibrillator paddles and, they do the whole thing. They yell clear. I'm not a doctor. I just established this.
Nothing anyone says on this show should be taken as medical advice or opinion.
Yeah, so they're about to hit you with the defibrillator paddles. Is anyone doing anything?
I mean, they said to stay in clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think Virginia has a better idea of how to help this situation.
Yeah, I think as the paramedic is working, they're just, moving through the... phantom bursting out of your chest. They don't see it, and they don't seem to be interacting with it. It doesn't seem hostile to them, other than it just keeps pulling more and more of itself out of you, Christina. They shock you with the paddles, and your head kind of goes clear for a quick moment, and then suddenly you can see the creature coming out of you just gets a surge of electricity and starts to pull itself out even harder, and God, that hurts.
Please don't do that.
I think the paramedic just puts their head to your heart and is revving up the paddles again.
Can I cut the cord on the defibrillator paddles?
Yeah, how?
Well, I'm going to have Crush 40 do it with fencing.
Okay. Remind me how Crush 40 works. It's been 2 weeks.
It is a master of 40 distinct types of martial arts, and it can just sort of kind of Josh-like, honestly. It can, kind of extrude a weapon from the holes in its hands?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, give me beat the plus Ellie.
Okay, that's a 10.
10, yeah, you slice through the wire. It just snaps, and the paramedic is like, What the hell happened? What? And they, motion to the other one to pick you up, Christina, and move you onto the bed.
So question about Iron Spy. Is this Iron Spy the original one that's like a metal wire frame, or is this the more... Okay. I think Christina is going to use her one good arm, which I believe is the right arm, and sort of grab it by one of the wire frames and try and drag it back into herself while saying, okay, this isn't, I don't like this anymore. You gotta go back in.
Give me a beat the odds plus POW.
All right. Oh, what is my POW?
It's 1.
Okay, so that's an 8 then.
8. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind and call that a scrap. So what advantage do you want?
I am going to take control of the situation.
Okay, how do you do that?
So I think I'm going to try and pull it back inside me, hoping that will let me get some of my consciousness and feeling back in my body.
Okay. Yeah, I think as your hand touches it, you feel like just a buzzing in your hand that starts to sting. It is electrocuting you just from touching it. But you push through that, advance your damage track, but you manage to sort of just stuff it back into that hole in your chest that apparently the paramedics don't see. And you have to, use your hand to hold it in place. You can feel it pushing, but you are, for the moment, keeping it in place. And you are feeling that cloudiness in your head and that pain start to subside a little bit.
I'm gonna try and, stand up.
Okay, I think you start trying to stand up. The paramedics are like, no, don't move. We're trying to get you up onto the bed.
I'm fine. This isn't something you guys can help me with.
Ma'am, we need you to cooperate with us. We're trying to save your life.
I decline your help.
Boy, again, I'm not a doctor. What do they do in that situation?
I mean, they legally are obligated to not do anything further, I believe, because it is against the consent of the patient.
That's the whole idea behind a DNR, for instance.
Sure. I think they just kind of stop and just say, ma'am, I believe you're having a cardiac episode. You need to let us assist you.
Trust me, it's not what you think. It's way weirder.
We can't make you go with us. So... But I can tell you that you're being pretty stupid by not going with us.
Look, I have other things to deal with right now. I'm gonna pick up my Vita and see if it is working now or if it's still...
The back of it is still open and the battery pack of it is still missing.
Okay.
Wait, can't Virginia just make stuff?
Oh.
Why not just make a battery pack?
I guess I could do that. I mean, if it's... I don't know if I can make a piece of her soul, per se, but I guess this doesn't exactly work like that.
I mean, you give it a shot, but I'm gonna try something maybe stupid here. So as I'm pushing down on Iron Spy, I'm going to grab the wireframe again to deliberately have a charge go through myself. And I'm going to, using my other hand, stick my fingers against the ends of, the battery pack sockets.
I think, give me beat the odds plus POW to, push through the fact that this is electrocuting you.
That is another 7.
7. Okay, I think advance your damage track. This hurts, but as you push the your fingers against the contacts inside the compartment, the screen flickers on. It's kind of like flickering on and off, but it's not rebooting. It's staying where it's leaving when it shuts off, so that's good.
what does it show? What does my stat block show?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it shows a lot, and you're going to need to either investigate or dredge to get more specifics.
Okay, I will dredge then, because that's my better stat.
Okay.
It is not.
Wait, is not?
No, you have one genius.
Oh, right. So I'm looking at my notepad one. That's fine, though, because this, it doesn't matter either way. So I'm going to stick with dredge. I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. I'm trying to think of an RPG status effect that would correlate well to what's going on here. Okay, here's what it is. As you scroll through the stat block, I think you just find status Roxas disease.
Shut the fuck up.
Tell me that's not how Christina would.
Yeah, no, you're right.
No, you're not wrong. But I reiterate, shut the fuck up.
It says Roxas disease, and then in parentheses, like from Kingdom Hearts.
That's like if you click on it to get the description of the status.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Why would I be a nobody?
Hey, no. Don't talk about yourself like that.
No, not literal nobody. For some reason, I'm splitting into two.
Oh. That's okay. That makes more sense.
Does it?
I'm trying to be polite.
Okay. Yeah. Virginia has written down frozen ice pack on her notepad, and is going to change that real quick.
Yeah. I'm not going to make you do a roll here for that. I think you managed to get a frozen ice pack and just put it against yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that reminds me. If you two think you got this under control for the moment, I gotta go fight the dean so that you don't explode. Because I think if we beat him up fast enough, that'll make the thing go away, right? That's how this works?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, and Lisa's just going to book it towards his office.
I think the cop that's still here grabs your arm and says, yeah, maybe don't talk about fighting the dean when there's a cop here.
I was just being metaphorical, sir.
Uh-huh. You know you're still in trouble for knocking out the janitor, right?
Now, I think if you'll review the footage, you'll find that at no point did I throw a punch.
Alright, well, you're still under arrest, so...
We'll see about that, and I am going to judo flip him.
Okay, give me a scrap!
Let's see... That is an 8.
How the fuck have you people not gotten expelled before now?
We were really good before this moment.
Yeah.
Choose an advantage, but
Yeah, Luke, remember,
take damage.
we said we're coming in at towards the end of the season. This is where shit escalates.
True.
I am going to take control of the situation, and I'm going to do this by handcuffing the cop's wrists together once he's on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I think he manages to, hit you on the back of the head as you're flipping him, which is not great, advance your damage track, but, yeah, you do manage to throw him on the ground and, handcuff him as he's just yelling angrily at you.
Listen, I'm sorry, I didn't want to, but this is important, bye. And I'm just gonna get back to running, I guess.
Great. Okay, you're running towards the assistant dean's office.
I think we're still right there for what it's worth.
Yeah, you're still in, the reception area for there. It's not a far run. You throw the door open, and he's just sitting down, and he goes, yeah, Lisa, did you need something?
You know full well what I need, Mr. Zenner.
Well, all right. Lisa, I think there is a split second where you feel a presence behind you.
I am going to do a back kick at it.
Okay, give me a scrap with -1.
And that's a 7, so still not great for me.
Okay, so choose an upside, but, you're gonna take damage here.
I'm going to intimidate my target.
Okay, yeah, I think you, kick something, firm behind you. Feels like a body, but you feel something nick the back of your neck, and as soon as it does, you feel a chill, and you see the dean just kind of like sit up, the assistant dean sit upright and kind of eyes open up. I didn't realize you could kick my Eidolon, huh?
I can kick a lot of stuff, Assistant Dean Zenner.
Well, it doesn't really matter now, though, does it? All it has to do is scratch you once with its finger, and your ignition point starts to drop. You're on just as much borrowed time as your friend now, I'm afraid. You could have just walked away, saved yourself, but
No, I couldn't have.
if you were smart, I guess you wouldn't be here in the first place.
Oh, that's cute. Are you always insulting the intelligence of your students? It's a good look.
Only when they break into our offices and spend an entire semester putting their noses where they shouldn't be.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Zenner. I might be on a time limit, but the way I see it, if I can kick your ass hard enough before I explode, that's not going to be a problem anymore.
Well, it's an interesting theory. I guess no one's ever tried that. For all I know, you could kill me and it'll still take effect. Who could say?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
I guess so. He kind of just sort of gingerly, just kind of smoothly, he does not seem concerned. He just pushes his chair back and starts to stand up and, button up his suit jacket.
I guess I'm just gonna send Crush 40 in to attack him.
Give me a scrap.
That is a 13.
Ooh, what upside you want?
Let's see. I don't know if taking control of the situation makes sense here. I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies, and I'm going to do that by basically grabbing him by the collar, yanking him into the hallway, and just throwing him down the hall.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and as you twist around and throw him, you see his Eidolon for the first time. It is this humanoid shape. It kind of looks like if an old glass thermometer had limbs, and then it just has this big angry face plastered on it. Imagine like King Crimson's face from JoJo. And then his hand has one long finger that comes to a really sharp point, almost like a needle.
All right. I also wanted to ask something.
Yeah.
Since it is Crush 40 throwing him, I'm assuming that the cop is just seeing the assistant dean levitate into the hallway and then just zoom by.
Yeah.
I would like to ask a question about where the dean landed.
I think he's currently flying through the air, and this is the opportunity that Lisa was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I think, I think what I would like to have happen here is he hits a wall.
Okay.
But next to him, against that wall, is the text "fire alarm." And
Okay.
I'm going to have famous last words go and activate the word "fire" to combust him.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a master plan.
Okay.
But take +1 for the opportunity created.
Sure. That's a 10.
That's a 10. All right. I think he hits the wall. Ugh, all right. Maybe did not take this as seriously as I should have, but what's that?
There's a crow on the handle of the fire alarm, and it pecks at the word "fire."
The fire alarm bursts into flame that then begins to crawl up his arm, and he is yelling and swinging his arm, trying to put it out as it spreads further over him. Christina, what are you doing?
I'm trying to decide whether I want to. I think I should probably deal with my own shit right now.
Probably.
I am gonna try and you know how in Disgaea you can go into your weapons? I'm going to go into the representation of Iron Spy to try and figure out what it's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love the item world. Or I guess the soul world.
Yeah, the best part is if she gets all the way to the end, she can get another Iron Spy.
Hello there, it's me, Luke. How's it going? It's been a while since I've done one of these, not in character as a weird cowboy. I am here to talk to you about our Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Eidolon playtest. We got stuff there that we'd like to give you in exchange for your money. For instance, if you give us $1, you can get each and every episode of this show a full week in advance. If you're listening to this on the free feed, you could have been listening to it last week. For $3 a month, you get access to my GM notes for every episode, get to see behind the scenes at some stuff. If you are a $3 subscriber, then you already knew a lot about how one of the fights in this episode was going to go because they were in last week's GM notes. Gonna be honest, I don't remember what's in this week's GM notes. Totally head empty on that regard, so if you subscribe at $3, you'll know more than me about what I wrote. For $3, you also get a bonus monthly design podcast from me and Molly. We are recording that the day after I'm recording this for this month. I am not 100% sure when that's going to go up, but it's either there already or will be up there in a day or two. Yeah, I don't know. For $5 a month, you get immediate access to the current draft of Eidolon, Become Your Best Self, the RPG we are designing that we playtest on this show. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself. It has been a while since we've put a draft out. We're at a point with it now where there are not big changes that need to be made. It's a lot of small refinement stuff and adding more flavor to it. I'm having Zoe edit it because she's a fancy pants professional writer. So, seems like it might be a good idea to have her look at the writing we did. But yeah, a new draft of that will be coming out sometime or another, and you can get it for $5, or you can get, the last one we put out for $5 right now if you haven't already. You also get the incredible music Maxie makes for this show. She is just about finished with Volume 2 of the soundtrack, so that'll be going up sometime in the near future. I don't want to put a deadline on when she's going to get those last couple songs out, but we're getting there for sure. Speaking of songs, I don't know, probably at least some folks listen to this do not follow the Eidolon account on Twitter at Eidolon Playtest, and you don't hang out on our Discord, which you can find by just looking at the pin tweet on the Audio Entropy Twitter account. But, just for everybody else, made some announcements about where the show is going to be going after Season 2 ends. Right now on my calendar, the final episode of Season 2 is going to come out on the Patreon on February 21st and on the free feed on February 28th. And obviously, after we're done with Season 2, we're going to be moving on to Season 3, but not right away. Me and Molly are making the second edition of the game, and we are kind of taking the training wheels off. We're not using another game as a base like we did for the first edition. So we need to, kick the tires on it, make sure that it's not a nightmare to play before we dedicate like a whole year of our lives to playing it. So what we're going to be doing is playing a couple of mini-series between the end of Season 2 and the beginning of Season 3. I was expecting to come on here to do, like, a sell for these, because what we did was we put up a tier on the day I'm recording this to allow you to give us $100 in exchange for naming a band that we would then base one of these mini-series off of. I thought we might be lucky to get, like, one of those, because it's $100. That's not nothing. Surely there's not people lining up around the corner to give us $100 just to make us make a show about their favorite band. It sold out in less than a minute. All 4 slots that I put up for sale on the Patreon were gone before I could make the announcement tweet that they were available, which is incredible. It is so humbling. I've said thank you so many times on the Twitter, but again, to the folks that bought those, thank you so much. You bought them so fast that Patreon glitched out and sold 5 of them instead of 4. On the back end, I'm seeing that, we've sold 5 out of 4 of our miniseries slots. I have no real way of telling which person bought one last, And it would feel like a dick move to tell anybody no anyway, so we're just adding another miniseries onto the schedule, so that's fine. We're actually still going to be doing a 6th miniseries, and if you want a chance to choose the band we base that on, you'll have to tune into our Extra Life stream, which Audio Entropy will be doing as a network on the weekend of November 5th. I think it's November 5th, 6th, and 7th. And I think what we're going to do is, I don't want to give hard details because we're not locked in yet, but basically, anyone that donates above a certain amount, we will put into a raffle. Whoever wins the raffle will get to decide what the final miniseries will be based on. So yeah, just a little bit of update on that stuff. I think I started this by saying, speaking of music, though, because I got a little sidetracked. Because I wanted to talk about the final episode of Season 2. That was not what we're doing after Season 2. The final episode of Season 2 is going to be called Eidolon Rock number 45, Everything Will Be Alright. And that is based on the Killers song, Everything Will Be Alright, the last track from Hot Fuss. We would really like this to be kind of special. It's going to be the series finale for Eidolon Pop and Eidolon Rock. There will not be another season of those shows. Season 3 is going to be something all new. Eidolon Rock number 45 is also going to be our 100th episode on the free feed. If you count the 45 pops, the 45 rocks that get you to 90, then you have the 2 character creation episodes, the 2 postmortems, the free design session we did, design session number 0, and then the bumper to bumper episode we did around Christmas last year, and the 4 interlude episodes. That'll get us to 100 on the dot, which I feel pretty nice about that we managed to line that up. But yeah, so for a lot of reasons, kind of want this to be something a little special. So we would like all of you to help us out with that. Maxie is putting together a song. She is going to make for us a cover of Everything Will Be Alright by the Killers. But we want to get some input from you guys. We want your vocals for it. Between now and the beginning of February, we would like as many people as we can get to email us a recording of themselves singing along with the song, starting at about, at least on, I think, the YouTube and Spotify versions, it's about the 3 minutes, 43 seconds mark. It's right when Brandon Flowers starts singing Everything Will Be Alright over and over again. We just want a track of you by yourself singing that chorus over and over again, along with the song. And then Maxie's going to mix all of those together, so that it's kind of like we're all just in a crowd singing it along. Although, I think the players and me are going to be contributing to that too. It should be really cool and a really fun way to close things out on. But yeah, so if you could record that and just attach it in an email to eidolonplaytest@gmail.com, that would be great. If you're not sure how to record audio, Audacity is a pretty easy-to-use program. It's free to download. And, you just hit the red button and go. But, yeah, however you want to do it, if you can save it as either a WAV file or an MP3, that would be best. And get it to us as soon as you can. There's plenty of time until February, but the sooner we get it, the better. Please do that. What else we got here? Oh, I gotta read people's names, because the other thing you get for $5 a month is getting your name read out on the show, like so. I would like to give a special thank you to Hudson Miller, Spellbound Mage, Liam Conlon, Eli Maroney, Rizzy, Fire Princess Lily, Striven, Charlie Neal, Joe Tank Richardelli, Jenna F., Maximilian Gumble, Scaly Haley, Pete Shaka, Mage of Spade, Siobhan Peridot Rose, Lizzie Two Shoes, Monica Wurtemberger, Veldrin, Freebie, LG, Grief Ninja, Don Fluffles, Alex Beaton, Fen T, and James Chirenzia. And you know what? Yeah, I thanked Scaly Haley and Mage of Spade in there. They're two of the folks that donated to the $100 tier. I just throw out another extra thank you to, I should have looked up y'all's names before I committed to doing this. I just want to thank the other people that have donated to the $100 tier, and if Patreon will load quick enough while I can talk, it won't seem that awkward. There we go. I want to give an extra special thank you to 21st Century, Aaron Cerise, and Tabitha Spokes, in addition to Major Spade and Scaly Haley. Again, really just cannot thank y'all enough for supporting the show that much. It really means a lot to us. If you can't afford to support the show, even at the $1 level, I totally get it. We would really appreciate it if you could support the show in non-monetary ways. Monetary? Tell your friends about us. Just kind of spread the word about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever else you can rate and review things. We always really get a kick out of reading reviews of the show. And it helps boost us in the algorithm. So, wins all around for us. It means a lot to us, honestly. I think that's it. This has been a longer commercial break than usual since I had some stuff to go over. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to the action. Bye! Give me an investigate.
Sure. Where'd my roll go? There it is.
Mithril Spy, the sequel to Iron Spy.
Shit. That's an 11.
11. Okay, you get 3 questions.
What's hidden here?
Okay. As you are investigating Iron Spy, I think, listen, I know about as much about Disgaea as I do about the practice of medicine, so I'm just going off the, but I think as you're inspecting it in the viewer, what's hidden here is that, I think you see name Iron Spy owner Chris Masters. And something about that name pings something for you in your head.
What weaknesses can I exploit?
What weaknesses can you exploit? I think you look for... I'm imagining almost like less Disgaea and more like Pyre, where you can just like click on keywords to get like a different entry open or whatever.
Yeah.
And you click on Chris Masters and you get text that says... has already died at least once.
Not sure how I can exploit that, but okay. I guess the next one is, my last question is, what complications should I be wary of?
I think the text continues, it says, has already died at least once, is in some forms a flamingo now, will not die again.
Okay. So he's scared of dying? Maybe he wants out to be alive again?
Or you know what? Let me rephrase that, actually. It says, will not die or be replaced again.
Okay. So there's something inside me that wants to be its own person. Oh god, how do I deal with that?
I ask that question all the time.
I think as you zoom out of that and back to your stat screen, you see next to Roxas disease, you also see status amnesia.
There's something I've forgotten?
You're still having to hold Iron Spy down with one hand to keep it in your chest, and suddenly it has a surge of force, and its arm punches back out of you, and you see that wireframe start to become coated with this wrought iron armor as it begins pushing its way back outside of you.
I'm gonna sort of stop resisting it, both to take damage, both to avoid taking damage, and also because I am sort of wanting to take a different tack now.
Okay, yeah, it fully bursts out of you. You collapse to the ground. You have just no strength in your body. And it is just floating above you and staring down at you.
Look, I don't know what you are. I'm sorry if I forgot about you, but I'm not trying to replace anyone. I just want to be my best self, you know?
I think it reaches down and picks you up by the neck.
Hey, no, let her go.
I think it's just scared. I mean, I am too, but like, I don't think it's...
Christina, what is it?
I think it's another version of me. One that I've forgotten about.
Oh.
Luke, this might be an odd question.
Okay.
Does it seem to recognize Virginia or Lisa?
Huh. I don't think it's really paying attention to either of you. It is fully focused on Christina.
In that case, what would it be if I want to sort of draw its attention with an attack, not actually trying to hurt it, just like force it to look at us?
Yeah, I don't even think you need to roll for that. Yeah, just describe what you do.
I think I would just be sending Crush 40 out and grabbing it by the arm that isn't, holding Christina up and just sort of like tugging it towards us.
Okay, yeah, I think, you yank its attention towards you and it just kinda locks eyes with you and turns and looks at Virginia.
Lisa, what are you doing?
It has not let go of Christina yet.
Those...
You can't hurt her. She's our friend. And just because she's not you doesn't mean that she doesn't deserve to exist.
I think it speaks with this low, rumbling, like electronically distorted voice. I'm gonna have so much fun picking through Audacity filters to get something that sounds like what I'm imagining. And I think it just says,
no more replacements.
And it starts to squeeze your neck, Christina.
I think at this point, Chili heroically leaps out of nowhere. Like, she's just arrived on the scene and basically took all this in. And she's going to leap in and just attack Iron Spy.
Give me a scrap.
Ooh, that is an 8.
8. All right, she's an upside, but you're going to get hurt.
I think I would like to impress, surprise, or intimidate my target. Please be impressed. Please be impressed. Please be impressed.
You jump at Iron Spy, and it, I think, you kind of like claw at its face, but its face is made out of wrought iron, so that's not doing much, and it bats you away with its free hand, and then as you kind of hit the ground, it looks at you and just seems like transfixed, and Christina, you can feel the grip loosening on your neck as it just stares at Chili.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to sort of grab Iron Spy. Maybe grab is the wrong choice, but I'm gonna try and like place a free hand on Iron Spy's like armored cheek and say, I don't remember what you came from, but I definitely know that no version of me would ever do that to Chili. We can figure this out together. Just give me a chance. We don't have to replace each other.
Give me a dazzle, but take +1. Or you know what? Have Chili help instead of taking +1.
Okay. I rolled a 12 to help.
I rolled 2 6s, baby.
Yeah!
Oh!
Which ends up being an 11 because my glam is -1. So
Great. But then pushed back up to 12 because of Chili.
yes.
Okay. In that case, I think its shoulders slump slightly, and it says,
You forgot yourself.
I'd like to remember, though. Can you help me?
I think it says,
I can help some. You forgot some things too long ago.
Well, I don't know if I'll ever get that stuff back, but it's not too late to try. I've got my whole life ahead of me to figure out who I am.
It turns to you and it reaches out with both of its hands to place fingers against your temples.
I'm going to do the same thing, and if possible, I would like to use Forge of the Heart.
Okay, talk to me about what you're doing.
I'm going to use Forge of the Heart to basically meld Iron Spy with my current Eidolon to make a new form.
Okay. Yeah, give me that power roll.
That is... What's my POW? 1. That is a 9.
Can I assist?
How are you assisting?
I just want to place a hand on Christina's shoulder and just kind of give her a reassuring squeeze, honestly.
I think Chili is also going to do the same. Maybe not shoulder, but like...
Put a paw there.
Okay, fine, I will too.
Lisa, give me the assist roll, but it's for everybody.
That is a natural 12. Plus 1 is 13.
So that pushes it up to a 10?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Iron Spy puts a jolt of electricity through your head, Christina, and you get flashes of vision similar to the dream you had last night. You see that heart again. You feel being trapped underground. You remember making a lot of urban exploration videos. You remember flying an airplane more than once. You remember helping Chili fight a fly. You remember toppling the Washington Monument. You remember lots and lots of things, and I think meanwhile, who knows how far across the neighborhood in the wreckage of a destroyed house, a very badly damaged PlayStation Portable flickers to life, and a flamingo on it, rendered in very few polygons and even fewer pixels, just kind of opens up its wings, its eyes closed, and you remember being Chris Masters.
I think at this point, what happens is both Iron Spy and my Vita melt into globs of liquid metal that combine and start staking their way up both of my hands, creating bright blue circuit board patterns on my skin. The circuits travel all the way up my arms and shoulders, and then converge at the back of my neck where my head meets my spine. Christina says, "Arcadia girl, releasing limiters." A half second later, Christina's eyes start glowing a bright neon blue, and several large holographic screens appear in front of her. A symbol of 2 mirrored shard-like wings enclosed within a perfect circle appears on each screen as her Eidolon's custom operating system boots up. A couple inches above her head, a thin blue ring flickers into existence, creating a holographic halo that displays Christina's HP and MP. This is the full power of my Eidolon. Cyber Angel.
Oh, hell yeah.
Holy shit.
I feel different, but also still kind of the same. It's weird. There's a whole lot more memories here. What's happening with that superintendent right now?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I think he suddenly pounds the wall, drawing your attention back to him. He has patted the fire out on himself, and his teeth are gritted. He is, like, showing his anger for the first time, and he just says, "Do you seriously think I'm going to let any of you escape from here? Hot, hot heat!" His Eidolon stabs through his midsection, and he says, "Within 10 seconds, I'm going to have such a low ignition point that my entire body is going to be a bomb that destroys half this entire campus. You're not going to have time to even get away. He says before he spits some blood on the floor.
You're not going to get that chance. I think a bunch of targeting reticules appear on the HUD and of my holographic screens and lock on to the superintendent. And Christina shouts, "Diamond dust!" And I'm going to summon a wave of super cold air that forms ice crystals on the superintendent's skin.
Okay, give me a bombard.
That is a 9, but one of those is a 1, so I'm going to try and push myself here. That's much better. That's a 13.
Okay, yeah, I think you, flash freeze him. He is, just completely frozen solid and collapses to the ground as just a one solid piece.
How familiar are you with Shiva and Diamond Dust from Final Fantasy, Luke?
0%.
Okay. Because
Luke, play a JRPG challenge.
I played Final Fantasy VII last year. What do you want from me?
So I think I got 2 hold from using getting above a 10, getting a 10 on Forge of the Heart.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend one of that hold to snap my finger and the ice crystals shatter.
Okay, yeah, I think the assistant dean's body explodes, but not in the way he was saying. It just shatters into dust.
That was the coolest shit I've seen in my entire life. 1. And 2, Lisa's going to walk back over to the cop and just kind of squat down. So I just want to... You saw that, right, buddy? You saw that? You saw the guy levitating through the air, being hurled by an invisible force into a wall, spontaneously combusting, spontaneously freezing, all that? Okay.
Chili says, not that he can hear it. Also, he threatened to blow us all up. I feel like that's probably not legal.
Right, thank you, Chili. He also threatened to blow us all up, so I think, in addition to the fact that we were clearly engaging in self-defense here, I think it would maybe be in your best interest if you just forget any of this happened and drop the charges.
Chili, as Lisa is going on like this, you see some leaves on the ground like the ones that were outside.
Oh, did someone track those in?
The door is kind of hanging open, but it's not an exterior door. It just leads out to the hall, and more of those leaves are blowing in.
I think I'm gonna go follow them, or at least follow where they seem to be coming from.
Wait, hold on, I'll go with you.
As you head over to that door, it is pushed open as just a wave of these like red and orange leaves just pour into this room.
Be careful of the leaves. I think they might be Eidolon shit.
There's just like... As you try to say that, your voice is drowned out by just the rustling of them as they're blowing around in the wind, and you can't even see your snout in front of your face, Chili. It is so thick with leaves out here.
I think Christina is going to instinctively grab Chili and use her last hold with Cyber Angel to cast the Mighty Guard spell.
Okay.
Which in Final Fantasy casts both shell and wall, so it's basically a general purpose defensive spell.
Okay, yeah. I think just sort of a shield appears around you, Chili, sort of an energy shield, as the waves of leaves just keep coming. They fill the entire room. I mean, Lisa and Virginia, you're both just surrounded by them. And then, Chili, they start to disperse, and you find yourself back outside the administrative building. where you were, 20 minutes ago. But instead of just seeing there's no ambulance out there now, but the police SUVs are there, and you see Virginia and Lisa being loaded up into the back of one of them. Lisa and Virginia, you are in handcuffs, which that's weird.
Yeah, that's really weird.
As the cops are just, pushing you into the SUV and getting in and driving you off.
So, you said it's an SUV, right?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to have Crush 40 kick the door open.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's I don't even think you really need to roll for that. Crush 40 should be able to do that.
Okay.
I think as you do that, they suddenly screech on the brakes, and the cop in the passenger seat is already reaching for his gun.
Hey, whoa, I didn't do anything. It opened by itself.
You kicked a door open.
I didn't kick a door open.
Crush 40 kicked the door open, and cops don't see Eidolons.
Yeah, cops cannot see Eidolons. That is just a true fact about how things work.
That is true. I think the one cop is going to keep his gun trained on you as the driver gets out to inspect the door.
You don't have to have the gun. We're not doing anything.
You just committed a murder.
What?
What?
You just killed the assistant dean. What the hell are you talking about?
He set himself on fire. Check the feed.
We brought you up there to talk to him, and you stabbed him as soon as you went into his office.
I didn't stab shit. What are you... Stabbed him? What?
He stabbed himself. He stabbed himself, though.
Listen, pat me down. I don't have a knife. You won't find a knife of mine anywhere on those premises.
Lisa, do you own a knife?
Oh, yeah, like my dorm. I own, 3.
While keeping the gun trained on you, as the other cop is, uselessly trying to get the door to latch again. You broke that latch. Mm-hmm. He reaches down and pulls up an evidence bag with your knife with blood on it.
What the fuck?
We were all just up there. What are you talking about?
Am I going fucking crazy?
This is really not good.
Oh, shit. No, there must have been another Eidolon. Oh, fuck.
I think as Christina is watching the SUV drive off, she's going to...
Oh, Christina, you are not there. You are upstairs in the dean's office reception area still.
Okay.
You're just sitting in a chair suddenly. Your friends are nowhere to be seen. And suddenly the receptionist just says, Ms. Lightning, the dean's ready to see you now.
Wait, what? How'd I get here?
You've been sitting here waiting for 20 minutes now.
Do I remember what time it was before this happened?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think if you check your watch or, a wall clock, it is the same time that it was.
Okay, so it's not a time skip.
The dean's door opens and he just kind of steps out and looks at you. He is sort of a tall, thin, very severe-looking man in a tweed jacket.
I can't remember what you said. Is Chili here with me as well, or is...
No, Chili's back outside.
Yeah, I guess I will quietly stand up and then walk inside.
Yeah, he just kind of opens the door for you and lets you walk in and gestures towards a seat as he closes the door. Chili, what are you doing? As you see, one of the cop car with your friends in it go 20 feet before the door flies open and it comes to a stop.
I am going to run up to it. Probably as it's... I'm assuming it's not going to stop for very long, right?
They're fucking with the door. They're, it seems like the door's broken, so...
Okay, I'm going to sort of creep up on it, but I want to wait until it starts moving to jump in.
Yeah, I think the other cop car kind of pulls up alongside it, and they're talking about having to move Lisa and Virginia over to it.
Oh, okay, in that case... I am going to wait until they do that, and then maybe start some shit.
Okay, yeah, I think the cops are just come on, kind of hauling you over into the other car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as they're doing that, all of a sudden a fox jumps out of fucking nowhere on them and, tries to knock one cop down so that they can get away and just shouts, "It's a jailbreak!"
Except it's just a fox yelling.
Right.
Listen, we got it. That's what matters.
Give me a scrap.
Ooh, that is a 6. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna use my other push and re-roll to see if I can get that up.
Racking my brain to even remember what this Chili's Eidolon is.
I can just make people forget that I'm around.
Right.
So that's an 8.
8. Okay. Yeah. I assume you're creating an opportunity here.
I am, yes.
Yeah. I think. You get hit by one of the cops as they're trying to just get you away. So to advance your damage track, but they're fully distracted by you now. So Lisa and Virginia, you can get away.
My favorite thing about Chili's power in this universe is it's a perfect movie power for being able to suddenly jump in from off screen comically.
All right, Virginia, I need you to grab my hand.
Okay.
It's time to do some ninjutsu.
What?
Crush 40 is going to throw down a smoke bomb.
What?
Give me a beat the odds plus elegance, but take +1 from Chili helping.
That is a 12.
12. Okay, yeah. I think you throw down a smoke bomb, and the cops are left coughing and hacking on it as you slip away.
I'm just imagining, I don't think Crush 40 can, spit out an entire disguise of its hands, but I am picturing it just, stealing a hat off of somebody,
Sure.
a jacket off of somebody else.
Uh-huh.
To hide us?
Yeah, just doing us up in costume as we go.
What happened? How did we get here?
I was hoping you knew.
What happened right before this, Chili?
We were up there, and Christina, powered up or something? And then, exploded the dean, I think?
Yeah, no, that all sounds right.
Yeah, but then you went off somewhere with her.
Oh, there were a bunch of leaves coming from another room. And then she shakes her head, and, the leaf that's been stuck on there the whole time flutters down. Like this one.
Does anything seem out of the ordinary about the leaf itself?
It sure just seems like a leaf.
Okay. I would like to. What do we know? Is there a name of this town that we're in?
Yeah, it's Battle Acres, which used to be a suburb of Battle Mountain, but is now a college town in its own right.
Okay.
You can't blame me for this. I was just working with what Dustin gave me.
Yeah, it's true.
No, absolutely.
Also, Battle Mountain is a real town in Nevada.
Yeah, I did my research. I wanted it to be plausible.
Incredible.
Okay, in that case, when they were slipping out, I would like to reveal my master plan.
Yeah.
The word, you may see this on many cars, the word key is written around the ignition of the SUV, and I have turned that into an actual key for the handcuffs.
Yeah, give me that master plan roll.
That's a 7.
7. I think you make a key for the car.
Fuck.
Should have made a keyblade. That could unlock anything.
I could attach it to a blade.
I don't think that would do this. I don't know why we're talking about this. I don't think Virginia's played Kingdom Hearts. Christina really wants her to, but she's like, I'm not very good at games.
I don't like Disney that much. I don't know what to tell you.
Meanwhile, Shirley's just like, I know some streams that you could just watch it.
Christina's like, but no, you have to. I cried so much. It's great.
Christina's absolutely, after this incident is over, gonna sit Virginia down and be like, okay, listen, I'm a Roxas now, and you have to understand what that means.
I need to give you context.
I need you to at least play the opening of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Virginia looks at Lisa and Chili and is like, we should get back to the administrative building, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I bet whatever room this stuff was coming in is where Christina is, because she's not with us, and that's weird.
It is. Okay, well, let's do that, I guess.
Christina, I think the dean takes a seat at his desk and says, well, would you like a drink? Snack? Anything?
Not Not really. I'd like you to tell me what your power is.
Are you sure? 7-Up? Pepsi? Mellow Yellow?
You don't have to pretend to be nice to me.
Well, it just seemed that the time was appropriate for us to introduce ourselves to one another. Christina.
I feel like you already know plenty about me, but I don't know a whole lot about who you really are.
You see, that's exactly the problem. I don't know all that much about you. I've let you and your friends run around my school, beating up on my subordinates, interfering with my plans for months now, and I still feel like I haven't gotten any closer to solving what is going on with you.
What do you mean?
You sure I can't interest you in a drink? And he holds out his hand, and there is a swirl of leaves, and there is just a Coke can in his hand.
I'll pass. I prefer Mountain Dew.
The swirl of leaves comes back, and the Coke turns into a Mountain Dew.
Ooh, do you think he can make, canceled sodas? Like, could you get a Jolt?
He already offered a Surge.
What do you mean? Surge is available in...
Wait, is Surge available? Where's Surge available?
Every gas station I ever go to.
What? Oh, it came back. It used to be discontinued. Okay.
Christina will dramatically sigh and take the soda.
Yeah, it's a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, she'll take a sip and put it down on the desk, specifically avoiding putting it on a coaster, and ask, "All right, fine. Will you let go of my friends if I just tell you what you want to know?"
I don't have your friends. The police have your friends.
You know what I mean. You put them in that situation.
Doesn't seem like anyone else will see it that way. I think if we all check the records, we'll find that your friends committed a horrible murder right in front of several witnesses.
Well, then why should I bother telling you anything?
All right. Well, I did say we should introduce ourselves to one another, so if you want me to start, that's fine. My name is Typhon Warden. I discovered my Eidolon, Cosmic Autumn Rebellion, 20 years ago. When I look at the world through my Eidolon, I can see that it's all just made up of... what's the word? Everything's made out of the same material. And I don't just mean particles, atoms. It's nothing that technical. It's more abstract than that. The way I visualize it is leaves. Like it's all just leaves hanging on a tree, and Cosmic Autumn Rebellion can rearrange those leaves any way I want. I have not fully discovered the extent of that power. I believe it could be quite dangerous to a degree that I'm not sure I or anybody else could fully comprehend, so I have done my best to be cautious with it. And I've mostly used the research department here at the school to explore the possibilities that it offers me. You have been on my radar since the day you first showed up here, because you are the one thing that is completely immune to my Eidolon's ability. And I thought that if I studied you from a distance, I might get some insight onto why that might be. But I am very sorry to say that I am every bit as clueless as I was the day you got here. Your turn.
My name is Christina Lightning. I'm a college student with the Eidolon Arcadia Girl, which lets me manipulate reality like it's a Japanese RPG. And just today, I found out I am also Chris Masters with the Eidolon Iron Spy. that lets me merge into metal and blast things with lightning.
Stop. How can you be two people?
I don't rightly know. Something happened to Chris. I think he died and got split. And from then on, the two paths diverged. I'm not sure which path I am, but I'm pretty sure I'm one of them.
What do you want?
I want to figure out how to feel whole again. And I want to figure out where my friends are.
Fucking college kid. What a shitty little answer that was.
You're the one who asked.
I guess I was just hoping that the one object of immunity might be a little more interesting than a Philosophy 101 kid, but shows me for hoping.
I mean, if you want to figure out how to control your power better, we could have just worked together. We could have talked. You didn't have to go all weird, mad scientist on the school.
You're the one that stole research equipment and resources from me. You're the one who has been assaulting my security forces for months, and now you're going to come to me and lecture me about how violence isn't the answer.
You were experimenting on people without their consent.
I was experimenting on an animal.
Animals are people. They have thoughts just like you and I do.
I don't see you going around liberating any other. There's a lot of lab rats down there. All sorts of experiments on them. Don't see you too concerned about that, though.
I can only do so much. You're the one who put them there in the first place. You're the one who has control over this school. Don't put your sins on me.
Alright, well, I was really hoping this would be more intellectually stimulating than this, but let's get down to brass tacks here. What is it that makes you special? Why are you the only thing I can't affect?
I don't know.
I think you see him just sort of like clench a little. Like his jaw clenches, his fist clenches, and there is a wave of leaves radiating out from him, and as he does, the like decor of his office changes, not like radically, but enough that you notice it. Like it's like now it's mahogany instead of oak or whatever, right? And he just says, "That's not good enough."
I mean, if you want to find out, we can start working together now to figure out what's happening. But you're gonna have to stop being a total asshole about it. There's no reason to be like this.
He just kind of smirks and leans in and just says, so if I'm understanding you correctly, if I make sure your friends are safe and free, you're going to willingly cooperate with me.
I mean, I'm not going to help you do experiments on people or animals that don't want it, but...
Right now, the only thing I want to experiment on is you.
Yeah, fine.
Well, easy enough.
Leaves flutter out from him out the windows, and there is just a wave of them outside. Chili, Lisa, and Virginia, you're caught up in a wave of them again, and when they clear, you're back in Lisa's dorm, and Sabrina is still snoring, even though it's like, it's getting close to noon. That is not stopping her. She was up late.
Chili's snapping in the air. She was trying to catch the leaves as they were flowing around us.
I think I'm just gonna text Christina, like, hey, you good? Shit's weird.
I'm gonna text back, yeah, I'm fine.
All right. That's my end of the bargain. He stands up and, I think, pulls a book on a bookshelf, and that secret door opens up, and he just sort of steps aside, gesturing for you to head on down.
I walk through the door.
He follows behind you, and the door closes. Eidolon Rock is produced by Audio Entropy. You can find us at audioentropy.com as well as patreon.com/EidolonPlaytest. You can follow us on Twitter at EidolonPlaytest. You can follow Maxie at Max Knightley, Lexi at Tabletop Gamera, Molly at Your Friend Molly, Dustin at Stilts the GM, and me, Luke, at SSJ Speed Racer. Eidolon Rock will be back in 2 weeks on October 18th for Patreon subscribers and October 25th for everyone else. See you then!